Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look at Plant vs Undead, which may be looking more on the dead side for yourself, but we're going to be talking about why that is and some changes, so you can still get access to play this. And we're also going to be taking a look at some of the new changes, some tips on how to farm to maximize your output each day. Before, it used to be that you could log in at any point, and originally you had 9 slots to fill when watering plants. And once they were full, nobody could water it anymore. That had a big problem because people were just searching plots and you'd never ever find one. They then changed that so that people could fill more than 9, and that was working all right. You did have a lot of plants with a lot of water on them, and they were probably a lot of people using this and therefore rinsing up all the PVU token that they had to farm. So they made some changes, and this is the update to the watering and seed harvesting. There've been an update to the capture. This is probably to prevent bots from going in and just multiple accounts and using up watering all the plants and harvesting loads of PVU token and then just selling it, because as we know, the return of interest on this game is ridiculously good. So quick, you can get return of investment within the day if you are lucky. So they've changed that. Just so you're aware of the rules of where they stand on this, you can have 2 accounts using the same router. So that allows you to have maybe I'll use my laptop and then my partner could use her laptop or mobile device to access via 2 different accounts. More than 1 account though, no. And more than 2 accounts is also a no-go. They will probably lead to some banning. So that's what you can expect, just in case there is more than 1 person in the household playing. The watering mechanics have changed. Before, it used to be that everybody got the same amount of LE reward, not taking into account how many times the plant had been watered, but they realized that loads of people could access this and really take advantage of it. So now it is the water limit of 9 times per day for each plant has been removed, and a plant can now be watered as many times as possible, with some caveats. If the plant has been watered 0 to 24 times, you gain 100% of the LE reward. So the light energy rewards can be found in their other article. So all of this is via the Medium page. Just Google Plant vs Undead Medium and you get access to this, and you can follow it just so you keep up to date with all the changes. So before, it used to be that there would be 60% chance to drop 10 LE, 30% to drop 30 LE, 9% chance to drop 70, and 1% chance to drop 200 LE. And crow's values would all be doubled. You could do that 5 times a day, 15 for watering. So with this new system, if a plant's been watered more often than not, the higher the reduction in output that you will get. 0 to 24 times a day, gain 100%. So that's what you're going to be wanting to look for. So like I'll show here in footage. So I'm just looking around, search for over all the pages that somebody might have on a piece of land, and look for the one that has 0 to 24 times. That way you'll maximize your 100% reward. If you're going for less than that, if you can't find any, then second best of obviously 25 to 49 times, and you'll get 75% of the LE reward total. And if the plant's been watered beyond that, you get 50% for 50 to 74, 75 to 95 times is 25%, and then beyond that, beyond 100 is 2% of the LE reward. So really small. I can see a lot of people coming onto this because of the big return of interest. So I think as the days go by, we'll start to get closer towards the lesser percentages. There's no change to the reward mechanic of 9 to 1 ratio. Your daily water and crow's caps remain unchanged. Now, the big change that has come in is that because of whether the server's been overloaded or there's been difficulties with bots, they've changed it so that the cycle of people able to access the page at a given time is every hour. So they put out a tweet stating that a temporary solution for scaling the servers as there was too much demand on them was that all players will be randomly divided into 4 to 7 lists of 6k members. Each list can join farm for 1 hour before being kicked out for the next list, and the list is not fixed for any hour. So I was trying this all day, did miss some of my hours and didn't get access to it. But this morning I was really lucky and I woke up at the perfect time to play the game. So if you see the farm is in maintenance, don't let that deter you. You might also get shown you are not on the whitelist. Ignore that. If you hit the Control F5, that'll do a refresh and clear the cache. And if you are on that list, you will get taken to the usual page for the farm. So don't be too disheartened. I had it all yesterday pretty much, but this morning was lucky enough to be on the list of people able to access it at that time. And you only need to be able to access it once per day so that you can get your water plants, so you can water all the plants. Don't be too fussed with trying to find crows. I've only ever found them on one day, because you can only scare a crow away once, whereas obviously you can water a lot more times than that. It'd be nice to see them coming a bit more frequently, because I've scanned through people with pages of 20 plants and still not found them. So you may look at this as a bit of a negative, a bit of a reason not to get on the game. I would look at it as the opposite. It is something that will really reward those who are persistent. You only need to get in 1 hour of the time that you're available to be able to get into the farm a day. And yes, when you're sleeping, you might come up in those hours, but 16 hours in a waking day pretty much, that you'll have a chance to keep checking every hour. And you only need to find it once, then you can water all your plants and then be done for the day. And yes, you've got to keep doing it the next week, but it's the return of investment is like no other game. As you'll see here, I am farming on plants and start with like 200 LE, and then in the end up with almost 600. That is 400 LE. 400 LE profit is 4 PVU tokens. PVU tokens are currently priced at about $11. $11 times 4, 44. $44 for what is, in terms of investment, is you need to you can invest that in the day to get started to buy all your water. So it is the best return of investment in any game right now, and if you're persistent with it, you'll get this. This is just 1 day. I'm going to see big profits in this if I'll continue my persistence to log in every single day, and you will too. So it's a really good one to get in from the ground up for people with very little to spend as well. And it does mean that you can save up PVU tokens and potentially purchase a plant later on. If you're able to get 3, let's say, PVU a day, you just need to save up for a month and you'll be able to get your first plant. Once you've got your first plant, which I purchased my very first one today, I've decided now to invest in this game. You have a 1% chance with a big pot to get seeds. If you get seeds, you get another plant, and 2 plants increases your chances, 1% on each plant then, to be able to farm seeds. So there's a really good way to potentially grow more plants, and which you can then sell on the market, and you could sell them for profit. So I think this is something that's really important to get in now, early, before it's too late, whilst we are in the very, very early stage of this game without a PvP battling system or PvE. So definitely highly recommend it on my point of view. It is an instant return within a couple of days. Just requires a little persistence. Hopefully that'll help you guys, and also kind of quell some fears that you are not able to access and never will be able to access the game. It just takes Control F5 and doing it every hour. Maybe set an alarm so you don't miss them. That's what I've been doing, and eventually you will be rewarded. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you want to keep up to date with any future updates related to PVU and any other games, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit like if you have found it helpful. Always helps the channel out. That's all from me. See you guys soon.